Hello, dear students. How are you getting on today? Hopefully you are doing well. So today we're going to have listening section, and also we will draw our attention to the listening question types, okay? How are you, dear students? Are you doing well? Great. So best of luck in your preparation for the IELTS test. So today we're going to have the listening section types of questions. Actually, there are but there are actually 12 of them, 12 types. There are some kind of similarities in between. However, in general, there are 12 types, and we will focus on our attention on each of the types, and we will do it scarcely. Also, it would be very meticulous. That means that we will do it scrupulously. Why? Because we want to have a very high band, right? Okay, so today we will draw our attention to sentence completion. I would like to tell you that it is not the most frequently encountered type of question. However, you should be prepared because this is the preparatory course. Also, you'll have a lot of time for its preparation, right? So before we start, I would like to tell you that some people criticize the tips and strategies that are given for listening section related to the types of questions and what to do, the plan of actions. They tell some things like it is impossible to do that because you don't have enough time and 30 seconds are not enough to do all the guesses and try to understand what the question is about. Okay, however, this is the test, and if you build good skills while you are doing your preparation, so this means that you are going to have a very good result under the test condition. So first of all, what we should do, what should we do actually, right? Because we are going to have the question. So what should we do? First of all, please read the question, read the task to the question carefully. Why do I draw your attention to that? Because there are a lot of students, numerous students who start doing the test without reading the task actually, and they do not understand what is expected uh, from them on the test. So the thing is that you should try to follow all the requirements, the frameworks that the listening section has. Otherwise, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't have the result that you want to. Why? It is impossible to do the task without trying to understand what is necessary to do in this test, right? So read the task carefully. There are even the words involved that tell how many words you are allowed to write actually, right? Okay, so try not to exceed this limit. You may write less than it is required. For instance, it says the maximum number of words and numbers or maybe digits that you are allowed to write. However, do not exceed it. Do not write more. Otherwise, your answer wouldn't be counted even if you have the answer in the numerous number of words that you have written. Okay, so first of all, stick to the requirement. If it says only one word, so you are supposed to write one word only. Okay, or it may say something like you may write a word and slash or a number. So you may write a word and you may write the digit, but not the number in words. Okay, if it asks you to write, for instance, if the answer is 1, you write 1. You use the digit, okay, because you may write only one word if there is the word as well with the number. Got it? Okay, hopefully you did that. All right, so next thing is, please write the topic. What kind of topic? The name of the topic that is going to be played in the audio It means that you should try to understand what kind of lexis you are going to listen to. Okay, this will help you to draw your focus and also try to note what vocabulary you are expected to write. Okay, actually, what kind of vocabulary you are going to listen to. Okay, so this kind of thing is very crucial. I know that some people again ignore this kind of thing and they do not understand what is the speaker what the speaker is talking about. Okay, so again, read the topic. All right, then read the sentence. Read the sentence that you have. You may read the one, for instance. This will also help you to understand the topic. For instance, in Cambridge 19, there is part number 4 that has the sentence completion type of question, and there is a name of the text. There are 2 words, and actually they do not make a picture what is going to be the topic about. So this means that we should read the sentence. After reading that it is closely related to archaeological site, it is understandable that we are going to read about archaeology, actually to listen about archaeology, and there could be some topic vocabulary related to that, right? Sorry, please. So this is very vital, okay? Also, there are some signposting words which are given in bold, and they give you the sign that there are several paragraphs in the text, and you will hear to that exactly words which are given in bold because it will give you a possibility to follow the text that is being played in the recording, and you will be confident to follow all the text smoothly. Okay, this is also vital to listen to that signposting words. Why? Because the questions are appeared in the same order as they are played in the recording. Please do not ignore that. It is very crucial, important, highly important actually. Also, try to follow the line by line. It doesn't mean that if there is a sentence which doesn't have any blanks, you are not supposed to listen to it. You may just go further to another sentence and wait when it will be played. No, never do that. Otherwise, you are going to miss the key words which will help you to follow the recording as it appears. Okay, next thing is the words that are given in the sentence. In order to find out the word that should be inserted into the blank, could be paraphrased in 2 ways. First of all, they could be used the synonyms, or even the structure of the sentence may be different. Okay, for instance, if you are waiting for the word to be appeared before the words that are just before the full stop, also please keep in mind that IELTS is a tricky test and it has a lot of traps, and the only thing that you should be aware of is being focused and also be in that moment when you are having that task. Okay, so please follow the next stage of this lesson, which will be given with presentation. Thank you very much.